Hello and welcome to Big Orbit's unboxing video of the new English edition of Final Fantasy TCG. So this is the first booster, this is Opus 1. English TCG just came out, so we're very excited about it here in Big Orbit because there are a lot of Final Fantasy fans here, including me. So I'll just be going through all this and showing you the cards, going over some of the rarer versions of the cards. So let's just open this up. Almost there we go. So I hope because a lot of people have been waiting for this, because Japan have had a Final Fantasy TCG for a long time. They have updated some of the rules in the English version, which is pretty interesting. So let's just go through these now. So, got Shiva, Aerith, Chemist, Red Mage, Viking, Kate Sith, Archer, Hope is our foil. There is a foil in every pack, and it can be of any rarity, so this is a rare foil. And for the rares, we've got Brynhilda, Kate Sith again, Vincent, and Snow. So Snow is our hero, which is the after rare, and then legend is the rarest of the rarities. So Snow is a forward card, which means he's the one you'll be attacking. When Snow attacks, choose one forward opponent controls, dull it, which means rest it, and if you have a cast card named Shiva, this turn freeze it also. So that's pretty nice. Let's just quickly put Hope there. Just Snow there. And he's only a 1 cost as well, so that's always nice. So we've got Golem, Aerith, Chemist, Red Mage, Delita, Ramza, Dark Knight. Knight is a common foil, Sephiroth, Zack, Yuffie, and Guy. So Guy has Brave, which means he doesn't tap when you attack with him, and Guy cannot be dulled by your opponent's summons or abilities, so he's just always stood up, which is really nice, and 8,000 power, it's not bad. So as you can see, even though the trial decks, structured decks, that come out at the same time as this, they are 7, 10, and 13, the booster pack itself contains cards from all over the Final Fantasy series. So Alma, Knight, Sage, Yuffie, Ninja, White Mage, Mime. Our foil is Tifa. The S rarity means it's from a starter deck, but in the booster set you can get foils of starter deck cards, which is very nice. Lulu, Hectoshia, I'm not sure how to pronounce that one, Sylph, and Bartz is our hero. So he's a forward with an EX burst. When Bartz enters the field, activate all the wind characters you control. Pretty cool. Stands them all. So active is stand. So we have Kimari, Ifrit, Titan, Time Mage, Summoner, Cloud, oops, bit of a spoiler there, Red 13, Kefka is he's a hero, so let's go over him. He has the backup, and his ability is to dull him, to choose one forward you control, to give it plus 5,000 power until the end of turn, and at the end of turn, break it, so breaking is destroying. So you give it power, but then it just crumbles away afterwards. Seems very up Kefka's alley. Nuge. Unfortunately I haven't played 10-2, so sorry if I get some of these names wrong. Aerith, and we get a legend card, Lightning. So she is a forward card. When Lightning enters the field, you may search for one card named Odin and add it to your hand. She has the ability Army of One S, which means, so the S there means you have to discard another version of Lightning. It can be any Lightning, doesn't have to be this exact card, but if you have Lightning in your hand, discard it to activate the skill. And until the end of your turn, lightning gains haste, first strike, and when lightning attacks, choose up to one forward your opponent controls. If it is possible, it must block lightning this turn. So you can cause one of your opponent's things to just fall to their doom. Let me smooth these here. Oops. So it goes on the camera better. So yeah, and gaining haste and first strike. So first strike means she will deal the damage first. So instead of dealing damage at the same time, she deals damage first, and if the thing's still alive, it can then deal damage to her. Haste just means when it comes on, it can attack the first time. It can attack as soon as it's played. So, Thief, Black Mage, Gilgamesh, one of my favourite characters, Thief, Fairy, Summoner, Dragoon, Zalbarg, he is a common foil, Daj, I'm assuming, Odin, Nora, and Ricard from Final Fantasy II. So, he has the forward, lightning. Oh, I haven't seen that before. I'm assuming that means you have to pay lightning to do it, like another lightning thing, but say put Ricard into the break zone. Choose one forward, it cannot be broken this turn. Okay, so that's cool. You can protect one of your other guys by sacrificing him, though he is pretty strong, so for a 4 cost, so ooh, hold on a sec, that's our hero. Yes, hero. So yeah, it's a bit of a big cost to do, but if you have something amazing on the field, and you can do it to interrupt your opponent, so if your opponent's about to attack something amazing of yours, you can banish Ricard to do that. So, Chemist, Geomancer, Chocobo Chick, Scholar, Squire, Geomancer, Dark Knight. Our foil is Cecil. Oh, he's hero as well. Cecil is another one of my favourite characters from the series. So, this is Dark Knight Cecil. He's a forward. When you receive damage, choose one forward opponent controls. I'm pretty sure that should just be your opponent controls. And you may deal it 5,000 damage. So if he's damaged, they're damaged too. Very Dark Knighty. Very nice, actually. So put that with Kefka. Gabrath. Agrius? Hope. And SARS. SARS, maybe. I only played 13 for a little bit. Not because I hate it like everyone else. I didn't exactly enjoy it as much as the other ones, but no, it wasn't actually my game, so I didn't get to play as much as I could have. So, he is a backup, and you can dull him to choose one forward, deal it 2,000 damage. SARS will not activate during your next active phase. If you cast card name Brunhilde in this turn, deal that forward 4,000 damage instead. SARS will not activate during... Okay, same thing, will not activate again, meaning you won't stand. So you just pick off your opponent's things if you can. Cool. Let's just open another pack. Alma. Knight. Oops. Fallen. Sage. Evoker. Ramza. Knight. Dark Knight. Dark Knight in foil. Tidus. There we go. Sarah. Gado, I'm assuming? Gado, sounds about right. And Onion Knight is our hero. So he has haste, he's a forward by the way. He has haste, pay 1 and rest him, dull him. Return Onion Knight to its owner's hand. You may play one card named Onion Knight from your hand onto the field. You can only do this ability during your turn. So you may play one. I'm guessing what that means is you don't have to pay the cost of the other Onion Knight, and this is only a cost 2. So you can discard one at the beginning of your game, bring this guy out, and you should, if there's a powerful Onion Knight, I haven't realised, you can bring out that Onion Knight. That's pretty nice. Or if this guy's damaged, I guess, could work that way as well. So he's our hero. So next pack. Evoker, Black Belt, Titan, Thief, Argath, Ninja, Mime, White Mage is foil common, Varn, wrong pile, Orin, Fang, and Orin. Okay. So, he's a forward, 9,000 power. When Orin deals damage to your opponent, you may play one fire backup from your hand onto the field dull. For free. That's pretty nice. Although it's only a... Oh yeah, just... That's pretty good actually. But he has to actually hit your opponent, which could be a bit tricky. If your opponent knows he does that, they're not exactly going to let it through very easily. Okay, so Dancer, Sid Highwind, Golem, Geomancer, White Mage, Summoner, Squire, Archer is of common, Laguna, Rain, Sylph, and the hero is Garland. Yes, I really like Garland as well. So he's got forward, Brave. When Garland attacks, Garland gains plus 4,000 power until the end of the turn. So simple, but sometimes simple cards can be some of the best. So Summoner, Shiva, Aerith, Mystic, Devout, Archer, Dark Knight, Shantoto. Oh, she's a legendary. So, if Shantoto is on the field, it gains elements of fire, ice, wind, earth, lightning, and water. When Shantoto enters the field, remove all forwards from the game. Okay, so 7 cost puts everything away. That's pretty cool. I'm guessing you'd run her in a deck that has lots of draws because you kill all your forwards. So you'd want to be able to discard things to bring things out as well. So, interesting idea. Put her. We don't have a foil legend yet, so move Tifa there. Put her there. So Gilgamesh, Mustadio, Cecil again, and Lulu is the hero. Backup. You dull her to put 1 backup into your break zone. Choose 1 forward. Deal 5,000 damage to it. And Thundaga. So the S skill. I'll have to look up what the S stands for. Lightning and dull, choose 1 forward, deal 10,000 damage to it. Ooh, that's a lot. But you do have to discard a Lulu to do that. But she has backup, so that's really nice. So Kimari, Titan, Thief, Black Mage, Delita, Bard, Dragoon, Cloud is a mere common, Ramza, Amodar, Yuna, and Kane. So he's a forward with EX Burst. When Kane enters the field, choose 1 forward. It loses 5,000 power until the end of the turn. Dragoon's Pride, S and 2 Lightning. And also dull it. Choose 1 forward, break it. Kane will not activate during your next active phase. I'll choose 1 forward, break it. So you kill something and you can't stand back up. So the EX Burst means it activates. It can also activate when it goes into the damage zone. I can't remember the proper name for it, but it's like the Vanguard damage zone if you ever played that. When you take a damage, you take the top card of your deck, put it into the damage zone. If it's EX Burst, you can play its abilities. So Chemist, Red Mage, Alma, Knight, Delita, Ramza, Bahamut. Ooh, legend. Okay. So Bahamut, choose up to 2 forwards opponent controls, deal them 10,000 damage. If they are put from the field into the break area, into the break zone this turn, the break zone being the drop zone or graveyard, whatever you want to call it, remove them from the game instead. So it is 9, but you do get to kill, well, potentially kill 2 forwards. And remove them from the game, so they can't really do anything then if they have any kind of break zone skill. Or if any skill can bring things back from the break zone. So she completely obliterates them, really. At 10,000, that's enough to kill most cards, unless they give them some power boost. Yes, that's very nice. Great legend. So Squall, Firion, Onion Knight, all in the Dissidia artworks. And Laguna. So he's another legend. This pack had 2 legends in it. That's amazing. So he's a forward, and when Laguna deals damage to opponent, choose one dull forward. You may deal it 7,000 damage. And Desperado S, 2 ice, and choose one dull forward. Deal it 9,000 damage. Ooh. So that's better than what I'd assume from Laguna. I like Laguna, don't get me wrong, but it's always seemed like a bit of a goofy character to give him such destructive skills. No, I love it, really. Gilgamesh, Chemist, Time Mage, Geomancer, Squire, Geomancer again, Ramu, Dark Knight is a mere common, Hades, Lebrau, something, Nora, and Minwu. So he's a backup. The forwards you control don't receive damage that is less than their power. Really? The forwards you... That's really good. Yeah, it's very, very good. So you can't even weaken your opponent. So if you take damage in a turn, the damage stays there until the end of the turn. So he just prevents all of that. Unless you can kill them, there's no point in attacking. So Black Belt, Evoker, Scholar, Chocobo Chick, Fairy, Cloud, Squire, our foil is Kate Sith, Odin, Delita, Onion Knight, Ultimecia is a legend. So she's a forward, and all the forwards other than Ultimecia enter the field dull. So that includes yours as well, just be careful. She has Time Compression, S, and 3 ice. Freeze all the forwards other than Ultimecia. I'm not sure what freeze is. The rule guide that I looked at didn't have anything about freeze. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, freeze. All I can imagine is it stops them from activating and for a certain amount of turns, I'm guessing. But all forwards others. She has 9,000 power, so that's pretty good. But she even stops your guys from coming in active. Which I suppose doesn't matter too much. Unless they've got haste. But it means you can't block next turn with them either. So Sage, Kimari, Titan, Yuffie, Ninja, White Mage, Mime, Chemist is the common, Barret, Yargarosh, Terra, and Cecil. We've already been over Cecil because we got his foil version, which is right above him. Time Mage, Thief, Black Mage, Gilgamesh, Summoner, Cloud, Red 13, Knoll. Should I go over the starter cards? Special, I guess they're special, so yeah, starter cards. So forward, he has haste. If you control a card named Sarah, Knoll gains plus 2,000 power. So not amazing. So Orin, there we go. Duke Goldhammer, Hope, and Bahamut again. There we go. Bahamut, Cecil, Hope. Chemist, Geomancer, Chocobo Chick, Scholar, Thief, Fairy, Dragoon, Agrias, I'm sorry, Cecil, I have to... Oh no, that's only Hope, don't worry. Gipal, Warrior of Light, Yuffie, Squall is a legend. Yeah, a lot of legends. I think, yeah, there are 7 legends in a box. So, Squall is a forward. When Squall blocks or is blocked, choose one forward, you may deal it 6,000 damage. Pretty good. And Renzo Kuken, S, Ice, Squall gains first strike until the end of turn. Very nice. That's a very good skill. Blocks or block, deals 6,000 damage. That kills a lot of things. especially if he's blocking and it's dealing damage to them anyway. Excuse me. So Chocobo Chick, Scholar, Evoker, Black Belt, Monk, Viking, Wah, Chocobo. It's a nice piece of artwork. Aerith is a foil rare. Seymour, Enacross, Waka. Maria is the hero. I like how there are Final Fantasy II characters in the hero section. Normally people try to forget about them because they don't like them very much, but I liked them. So backup. The forge you control gain plus 1000 power. So as it doesn't have the 3 cards, like you can see here, you can only have one of her on the field at a time. Only one Maria. So it's a very good skill. It can't stack because you can't bring other things in, but it's still a very nice skill. Zolvarg, Evoker, Black Belt, Summoner, Squire, Geomancer, Dark Knight, Ninja, Sephiroth, Zack, Lulu, and Yuna is a hero. She has EX, so backup. EX Burst, when Yuna enters the field, choose one forward. Sorry. Choose one forward, return it to its owner's hand. When a character is put into the field into the break zone, from the field into the break zone, you may remove it from the game instead. Cool. You may. So it gives you the choice, that's really nice. So with your opponent, you just choose to put everything away, because you don't want them getting that back. Black Belt, Evoker, Black Belt again, Fairy, Cloud, Thief, Mime, Yuffie in foil, common, Ghetto, Ramza, Onion Knight, Lan. So this guy's from the world of Final Fantasy. So he's a forward. Lan cannot be blocked by a forward with power greater than his. Lan cannot block a forward with power greater than his. So he can't block a forward greater than his, and he can't be blocked by a forward greater than him. So, bit of a double-edged sword. So Dark Knight, Ovelia, Golem, Argath, Ninja, Monk, Dark Knight, Mustadio is rare. Amoda, Yuna, Bats, Cosmos. Oh, sorry about this. Got a bad throat. So she's a backup. Her rank is Goddess of Harmony. Cosmos can be played onto the field even if you control other light characters. So yes, the thing with light and dark characters, which shows it here, this is light. Only one of either can be on the field at the same time. So if you got one light, if you bring another one on, somehow you have to kill one of them. I believe that's how it works. So Cosmo, she can come on even if you've got another light character. So you can play 2 more light characters onto the field. Play 2 more light characters onto the field. Does that include the one that was already out? I'm guessing so. If Cosmos is on the field, Cosmos can produce CP of any element. Ooh, she is very, very handy. I'm surprised for Cosmos, the Goddess of Harmony. She's only a hero and not a legend. I think it goes for Chaos as well. I think Chaos is only a hero. So Evoker, Black Belt, Ifrit, Tama, Geomancer, Mystic. Oops, that's another spoiler. Monk. And Terror is oh, she's a hero. So let's go over her. So she's a forward. The cost required for your opponent to cast summons increases by 1. Ooh. So Terror cannot be chosen by opponent summons. Trance, S2 Ice. Until the end of the turn, Terror gains plus 3000 power and first strike. Yes, that's not bad. It's a bit costly, but the rest of the skills that she's got are amazing. I think they're definitely better than her 3rd skill. But I guess they all work together. Oh, move that there. So Hakalok blah blah. Huge. Nuge. X-Death. Oh, X-Death is the hero. Okay. So he's a forward. Any card put into the damage zone due to X-Death cannot use their EX burst. Ooh. So, only really overly good. Oh no, because, yeah. So yeah, you'll want to block him at any cost you can. Chemist. Ifrit. Tama. Red Mage. Viking. Whoa. Not very good at this. Chocobo. Dragoon. Eject. Is a foil, and he is also a legend apparently. So let us go over him. Forward. For each forward your opponent controls, I'm just going to put the your there because it should be there. Eject gains 1000 power. Ooh, okay. So ultimate eject shot. S, fire 2 of anything, and dull him. Choose one forward and break it. So he gains power by having your opponent having lots of forwards, but you also have the option to destroy forwards if that is what you were needing at that point. Excuse me. Alexander Ishtola. I'm guessing that's how you say it. So, as a forward, she's only a hero, not a legend, but she's a forward, and you can pay 1 wind to choose one forward and deal 1000 damage to it, or tap her to choose one forward, deal 2000 damage to it. So, very cheap little cost, but if you've got a lot of backups on, just keep on tapping, keep on slowly whittling away at their forwards. So, Dark Knight, Ifrit, Zolbarg, Evoker, Tifa, Kitseth. I keep on doing this. Dark Knight, Snow, he is a hero. So, he's got forward. When Snow attacks, choose one forward opponent controls. Oh, we've already been over Snow. Did we get a rare of him? I guess he was our first rare or something. Yeah, Dada, if you have a card named Shiva, Frieza also. So put him there. So Laguna. Yes, sorry, I was just checking that was definitely a hero. So Laguna, rare. Rain, Alexander, and Chaos. So we've got Chaos and Cosmos in one box. Okay, so he's as you can see, he's dark and when Cosmos was light, but he's a backup. Chaos cannot be played onto the field even if you control other. Sorry. Chaos cannot be played onto the field even if you control other dark characters. Okay? Okay, let's read the rest of it first. Oh, sorry. Even if you. Wow, sorry. Can. Why did I say cannot? Oh, my brain is frazzled, I swear. I'm sorry about that. Can be played onto it. So it's the same as Cosmos, but with dark. And then if you play 2 or more, you can play 2 or more dark characters onto the field. If Chaos is on your field, Chaos can produce CP of any element. So it is essentially the same as Cosmos. They are the same, but of light and dark. Sorry about that. I don't know what my eyes are playing tricks on me, obviously. So, Knight, Ranger, Chocobo, Bard, Tifa, Kitseth, Archer, Squall, another one. He is a legend, which is great. Odin, Delita, Varn, and Kimari. This is Kimari's hero form. So, he's forward, he's got the Ronso Rage of S and 2 lightnings. Choose one forward your opponent controls, which should be there. Kimari gains its special ability. Oh, so I'm guessing the S stands for special ability. Until the end of the turn. You may use this ability without paying any cost, but only once. Okay. It's pretty handy. Devout, Dark Knight, Samurai, Evoker, Summoner, Yuffie, Moogle, Odin, been over Odin, choose one, oh there's no need because it's rare, but choose one forward of cost 4 or less, break it. That's pretty good. Ornn, Fang, Seymour, and Kuja. When Kuja is chosen by a summon or an ability of your opponent discards 1 card from his or her hand. Okay, that's pretty cool. So but he's got 9,000, so he's pretty scary at the same time, so you kind of want to get rid of him as soon as possible. Agarth, Moogle, Evoker, Dodge, Odin, Gabranth, and Leon is the hero. So he's got forward. When Leon enters the field, your opponent may play 1 character card from his or her hand onto the field. Okay. And when it says play, I guess you do have to pay its cost, because that would be a bit silly. But he's a 3 cost with 9,000 power, so that is why he benefits your opponent as well. But you may play one. Yeah, I guess you still have to pay the cost, because it doesn't say without paying the cost. Chocobo, Devout, Samurai, Magus, Bard, Chocobo, Dragoon, Kimari, Agrius, Shiva, Warrior of Light, and Firion. Yeah, there's a lot of heroes for Final Fantasy 2. So when Firion enters the field, choose 1 forward, deal it 4,000 damage. Yeah, again, simple, but useful. And also it doesn't say you may, so I guess even if your opponent doesn't have anything on the field, you have to deal damage to yourself. Evoker, Black Mage, Ovelia, Magus, Tifa, Ramu, Raid 13, Lulu, Lightning, Seraphi, Aerith, Vanille. So she's a hero. Forward, when Vanille is put from your field into the break zone, search for 1 card named Hecatoncheir, and remove it from the game. If you do so, return Vanille onto the field, dull. Quite an interesting skill, actually. Resurrecting herself. Evoker, Black Mage, Ovelia, Magus, Summoner, Magus again, Monk, Minwoo. I've already been over Minwoo, so won't do that again. Enocross, Waka, Riku, and Cloud of Darkness is the hero. So forward, when Cloud of Darkness enters the field, each player chooses 1 forward he or she controls. All the forwards that were not selected are put into the break zone. Ooh, so killing everything except for something you get to select. Dancer, Sid Highwind, Golem, Summoner, Archer, Monk, Alma, Leviathan, Duke Larg, Sid Highwind. Don't know about that shot, that's a bit of a strange picture they got there. And our hero is Vaan, one of my least favourite characters. So he's got forward, and when Vaan enters the field, you may play 1 wind forward of cost 3 or less from your hand onto the field. When Vaan attacks, choose up to 2 backups you control, activate them. So by that wording, it seems like you can just choose something from your hand and call it. So, I don't know. But yeah, choose 2 backups you control and activate them. So stand them back up, which is really nice. But shame it has to be Vaan. Sorry if there are any Vaan fans out there. Just something about him really annoys me. Black Belt, Tama, Knight, Red Mage, Evoker, Summoner, Dragoon, Red Mage, Gilgamesh, Mustadio, Riku, Tidus. Oh, Tidus is our legend. Haven't we already had Tidus? No, I don't think so. Nope, okay, Tidus is new. So forward, for each forward other than Tidus you control, Tidus gains plus 1000 power. Similar to Jekt, but works with your guys instead of your opponents. And he has Blitz Ace, special ability, 2 ice. No wait, that's 2 water, sorry. Until the end of the turn, Tidus gains Brave. Tidus can attack as many times as your points of damage this turn. Okay, so how many cards you got to the left where your damage would be stacked up? So if you got 4, you can attack 4 times. That is a very strong ability, especially with the plus 1000. Yep, I can see why he's a legend. Seems to be one of the best I've seen so far. That's insanely good. And what's his face? Thingamabob. Ricard. Ricard would stop him from being destroyed. So there you go. Just keep on wailing at your opponent with him. So Bard, Ranger, Chocbow, Yuffie, Summoner, Magus, Archer, Black Belt, is that common foil? Cecil, Squall, Bartz, and Layla. So when Layla deals damage to your opponent, draw 1 card. Simple, yet effective. Especially in this game where you discard cards to gain crystal points. Just hope you don't deck out. So Devout, Dark Knight, Samurai, Evoker, Geomancer, White Mage, Moogle, Gilgamesh, Firion, Onion Knight, Barret, and Terra. We've already had Terra, haven't we? Shoot. Foil, yes, there she is. So same as that one. So Black Mage, Ovelia, Magus, Dancer, Summoner, Mystic, Monk, Leviathan, foil rare, Yargarosh, Terra, Auron, and Sephiroth is our legend. So he's a forward, he's a dark. So 8000 power. First strike, when Sephiroth enters the field, choose 1 backup and break it, destroying your opponent's resources. Very villainous. That is, I guess it's very high cost though, so, but it is a very useful skill, and he has first strike as well, which is always very nice. So he's going to just struggle to kill him, really. So Sid Highwind, Summoner, Shiva, Devout, Archer, Knight, Squire, Sid Highwind in foil, Duke Goltana, Gipal, Warrior of Light, and Riku is a hero. So she's backup. Pay 1 wind and dull her. Your opponent puts 1 card from the top of his or her deck into the break zone. And Mug, special ability, pay 1 wind and rest her. Your opponent puts the top 2 cards of his or her deck into the break zone, and you draw 1 card. So milling your opponent's deck, that's always a mean thing to do. Especially when you got Yuna as well, and you can just put them all into the banish, remove from game area. So that's very, very nasty. Especially in this game where you can deck out, and it's an actual problem. Not a problem in the mechanic way, I mean it's a problem that you face as when you're playing it. So that is everything for Opus 1 Final Fantasy trading card game. We do plan on continuing this. We will get Opus 2 ready when it comes out, and we'll be doing a video about that. We'll also be doing a video about structure decks as well. So if you're interested in those, be sure to keep a lookout for those videos coming out. If you're a fan of Final Fantasy, I definitely recommend trying this card game out, especially seeing as there are 3 structure decks to pick up. There's 7, 10, and 13. If any of those games appeal to you, which is a big chance because 7 is very popular. So, excuse me. So yes, we will have the singles. The singles are available on our site now. and also, if you have any questions about the rulings, I will try and learn what freezes. I can only assume it's stopping your opponent from doing stuff for a certain amount of time. But until I will put a thing in the comment section below saying what freezes. But if you have any other questions about the ruling, feel free to ask and I'll try and answer them as best as I can. So yes, be sure to check all this out on bigorbitcards.co.uk. My name has been James, and I will see you next time. Bye.